Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to install the pistons and the oil pump in our small block Chevy. Let's do it. So as you can probably tell, our rotating assembly is being reused. So while at the machine shop, I had him go ahead and check out the big ends, made sure the piston to cylinder wall clearance was okay, and everything was well within spec. These pistons are like brand new. So now it's time to install our rings. I want to make sure that you guys note the not only direction as far as the top and the bottom, but also the orientation as far as where the ring end gaps sit on the piston, as you can see here. With no shortage of opinions on how to install the rings onto the pistons, as long as you're not gouging the piston or expanding the ring too far, go for it. With a light coat of engine oil on my piston ring compressor, I slide it down onto the piston and get it ready to put in the block. So I have the mark indicating the front of the piston set towards the front of the engine, and also I like to run some 3/8 fuel line and put that on the connecting rod bolts in order to avoid any scratching, even though the crank journal is at the bottom of the stroke. Make sure to apply the engine oil to the bearing surfaces as well as the connecting rod bolts or nuts, whichever your application requires. Following the same kind of method with the mains, I do a 3-step increment up to a final torque of 40 foot-pounds on the connecting rods. Just rinse and repeat for all 8 cylinders. Nothing to it. Well, with all your pistons installed and your connecting rods torqued, next thing to do is to check your rod side clearance. Well guys, our next step today is to install the pickup height on our oil pump. With the pickup set a little low on the body, I actually set the oil pan down on the block, which forces the pickup towards the top of the engine. I then find my reference point and I move it another 1/2 of an inch to keep it off of the bottom of the oil pan. With a reference mark made to ensure that the pickup doesn't move in the body, I go ahead and install it the rest of the way with a special driver. With any new oil pump, you want to disassemble it. Just make sure that it's clean and well lubricated for the initial startup. I like to weld the pickup to the body just to make sure that it doesn't come out as like an added safety. I like to use a little red Loctite on the bolts just to make sure. Just like that, guys, our pistons are installed and our oil pump's ready to go. Thank you so much for your time. With all the different channels out there, it really means a lot to have you here. Please, if you don't mind, hit the like, the subscribe, and the notification bell. Many more videos to come. Thank you guys so much. God bless, and remember, if Doug can do it, you can do it.